I feel like we've never lived in a more confusing time than right now. We have access to all the information we'll ever need, yet for some reason our brains just aren't working properly. There's been a big trend recently of videos about unfucking your brain, but I think most of them don't fully explain what it means to have a brain that doesn't seem to work. This video will go deeper than telling you to stop using TikTok. In fact, I've come up with a 3-step method that allowed me to stop feeling like I was living on autopilot, struggling to focus and constantly having dreams of starting things, but never having the mental energy. There will be some dark revelations in this method, but I think you'll completely understand them. Maybe it'll give you answers you've been looking for. When I first started self-improvement, my brain was quite fucked. I would think depressing and anxious thoughts quite a lot, and it ruined my life, to be honest. This resulting in me staying indoors, scrolling and indulging. I wanted to be a focused, disciplined guy, and I had even dreams of starting a business. This could never happen for me because I would overthink the dumbest things like, oh, what if I hurt that person, or what if I do this wrong, or what if I don't get the assignment done, what if I fail, what if I fuck up. This just made me a scared person all the time. But when I started doing self-improvement habits and started actually thinking about why I felt like this, I realized what I had been doing wrong, which I want to share with you. Step 1. Your habits don't define you. You've probably been told by many YouTubers that your bad habits are the reason why you feel like shit and why your brain is fucked. But that's actually not how it works entirely. The dark realization I've had is that what ruins you is how you view the habits you do. When you spend all day fixating on your bad habits, it will always ruin your day. I found that when I went about my day always telling myself, oh, you just scrolled, oh, you just played video games, oh, you just fabbed, then my life actually got worse. So it was my thoughts that ruined me and not just the habits. The dark thing I realized is that when you fix your thoughts, it's way easier to fix your bad habits. So this is how you fix your thoughts. To make sure we don't let any bad thoughts have an effect on us, we must guard our brain. What I did was becoming more present by being mindful and aware. I don't just fall deep into a thought, but I can actually observe the thoughts that come into my brain. And when I observe the thoughts, I get a chance to question their relevance and see if the thought is good for my brain. And if not, I can just dismiss it so my brain doesn't get any more fucked. So how do we become present, you might ask? I did it through mindful meditation. It's a practice where you focus on your breath until your focus fades and you fall deep into thought. And when you realize that your brain has fallen into thought, then it returns to focusing on the breath. By doing this, you train your brain to be less and less deep in thought and more in the now, because the breath is in the now, and the longer you can focus on the breath, the more you can be present. I use an app called Medito to meditate. It's free and I definitely recommend it. Now that you've started meditating, the next time you have bad thoughts, you'll most likely be more aware of them and have the opportunity to discard them. Step 2. The bare minimum. When my brain was really fucked, it was also because I didn't do human things. I didn't spend much time outside and I didn't exercise. A simple part of unfucking your brain is going into nature and climbing a tree, even if it feels awkward, because that can feel awkward sometimes when people walk by. For example, me and my friend, we often go to the local forest and climb trees and just explore the forest. It's such a healing experience and peaceful experience, and it's also fun at the same time. Another simple part of unfucking your brain is exercise. With a maximum of 1 rest day a week, I go to the gym every day, which is something all humans should do. So if you don't do that, then that might also be a reason why your brain is fucked. And then something that really helped me was gratitude. Sitting down each morning and writing on a piece of paper 5 things I'm grateful for, it really helps with becoming more positive and happy, which is also a part of unfucking your brain. Step 3. Find your path. This last step is very important. This is how you can make the bad habits that fuck your brain up stop without hyper-fixating on them. What I did was I found a meaningful goal. Something I was excited to do every day when I woke up, and something I genuinely care about. In my case, it's YouTube. I love doing this and I spend a lot of time doing so. For you, it could be playing an instrument, going to the gym, dancing, or whatever you enjoy doing. Instead of hyper-fixating on the bad habits, I hyper-fixate on YouTube. The more you focus on your meaningful goal, the less time you have to focus on the bad habits. When you have a goal that's meaningful, doing the bad habits seem pointless. You don't even feel like doing them because to you the work is more fulfilling and exciting. Alright, let's summarize. If you want to unfuck your brain, here are the 3 steps. Step 1. Stop fixating on bad habits. It's your thoughts that ruin you. Practice mindful meditation to become present and aware of bad thoughts. Step 2. Do the bare minimum such as gratitude, exercise and going into nature. Step 3. Find a meaningful goal in something you care about so much that you will use so much time on it that there won't be any time left for bad habits. These were the things I did to unfuck my brain, and I'm sure it'll work for you as well. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.